Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. So I do have some bittersweet news. We may be saying goodbye to the baby V. So I test drove a Z01 yesterday, and I liked it. I liked it a lot. However, I didn't pick it up because it was raining really badly. We had that new storm going. I forgot the name of the storm, but it's going through the Gulf, so we got some really bad rain yesterday. And I didn't really get to test drive it how I really wanted to, and today we are having some way better weather. So I'm about to head out to Naples and test drive the car again. If I am sold, we will be getting rid of the ATSV and picking up a Z01. So during the drive, I'm going to go ahead and talk a little more on why I made that decision and everything. But I am pretty dang excited. I love the car during the trip. I did amazing. I do kind of wish that I had the Z01 for the rally, but the ATSV definitely kept up quite a bit. So let's go ahead and get on the road and let's talk about why we made this decision. Alright guys, so me selling the car actually has nothing to do with the check engine light or anything like that. I mean, the car still has warranty, so that was kind of the least of my worries, which it turned out to be pretty much nothing because it never came back. So I wasn't worried about that. So I decided to get something a little more well-known for the channel. The cool thing about the ATSVs is that there's less than 5,000 in the world. The bad thing about the ATSV is that there's less than 5,000 in the world. Nobody knows about them. Most people think that it's just a regular car, nothing going on with it. It blends into traffic too much, and if I want to take YouTube seriously, I needed something that was going to stand out a lot more. The ATSV was so much fun, and I will admit, had I not decided to try to get into YouTube, I would have kept the car. But with the route that I'm taking, I think that the best option for the channel is to pick something else up. So I sat around and I said, well, what bang for buck, what is going to be the best thing that I could get? I didn't want an old GT500. I feel like there's enough of them out there, and there's enough Z01s, but I wanted something a little newer as well. The C8 would have been amazing, but dealer markup kind of knocked those out of the window. As well, the GT500, the new one, too expensive. So I was kind of like, what am I going to do? And I feel like the Z01 was the right option. You know, I was looking around. I didn't just want a Mustang GT. I didn't want just an SS. You know, I'm not really into Hellcats. There's nothing wrong with them. It's just not for me. The body doesn't do it for me. I think they look cool for other people, but for something for me, I would need to do it a little different. So alright, so I test drove this car yesterday. On the way to drive to Naples to drive it, I had called the Chevy dealership in Cape Coral, and I talked to a guy, and the guy had said they didn't have any Z01s, but they could send a brand new one. The MSRP was 67, but they could do 60. And I stopped and I said, whoa, wait a minute, because I was looking at in Georgia, and I was actually thinking about driving all the way to Georgia for a 2019 that was for sale for 59. And I said that would be an amazing deal for that one. So I was like, man, maybe I should do that. But when the dealership had told me that, I had said, oh man, why would I drive all the way over there when I can have a brand new one shipped for just 1,000 more? Naturally, when I got to the dealership, that was not the case anymore. The car was no longer a $60,000 car. So 67, they had a couple rebates. It was going to bring it. It was like a $1,500 rebate, and then after everything out the door, it was going to be 69. So I showed up to the dealership today, and when I was talking to them, I said, okay, yeah. And when we were talking about the price, I said, oh yeah, the gentleman I spoke to, I'm not going to bring up any names or anything. I don't want to shame anyone, because it's just all part of the game. Who knows? I mean, he could have just been in the wrong. I'm not sure if they just did that to get me into the dealership or what, but it is what it is. I walked away correctly, but when we started to talk about price, I had said, oh, the guy had told me it was 67, MSRP 67, but they could do 60. The whole reason I didn't do the car in Georgia was I said, well, wait a minute, I can get this car brought over for 60. Well, the manager said there's no way they could drop it that much, which I mean, I will admit, I thought it was completely crazy that they would be doing a brand new car, $7,000 under MSRP. So I was like, oh, that's a little interesting. So I kind of get what happened, whatever. Alright guys, we just got to CarMax. I'm going to go in there. I'm not going to take the camera with me. I believe they've changed their rules about filming in there. So see if we can get this car test driven again, and we'll see how things go. Alright guys, so it is several hours later. We are still at CarMax. And, okay, so it's kind of a weird situation where whenever the car came from Arizona and sent over here...
It's too dark.
Oh, is it? Yeah. Oh, perfect. Alright guys, we are still here at CarMax. So it's kind of a weird situation right now where whenever the car came from Arizona through Carvana, the Florida DMV did not change it to a Florida car, I guess. I don't know how exactly that works. So whenever they tried to pay off the lien here, it actually ended up messing up because the car had a Florida plate but was showing up as an Arizona car. I just got the word they finally got that all squared away. It took a very long time. Not their fault, just everybody was really confused. I just want to give a quick update. I do have a little view of the car. Oh, so check it out. We got the Z01 looking nice. So hopefully it doesn't take too much longer, and then I can get a nice little walk around of the car, show the interior. Was very surprised. Everybody kept telling me you're getting a GM interior instead of the Cadillac. Look, the Cadillac was nice, but it wasn't like something that was super amazing. I saw the interior to this car. I think it's actually pretty good, but we'll see. I love the steering wheel, and I'm just super excited. Even at 2,000 RPMs, you can hear that supercharger start to go, and it sounds so good. So I'm stoked. While I was test driving it, so CarMax lets you go by yourself. So we went for a test drive, and it was so cool because I was hitting it a little bit, and there was these kids in a truck. They were like, oh, they were so excited and everything. And yeah, it's gonna be awesome. I'm so excited to have this car. Oh man. So all right, I will keep you guys updated with everything, and we'll see. Alright guys, we finally made it home from CarMax. We are exhausted. That took way longer than we anticipated. I actually thought I was going to be able to take it to the track tonight. That did not happen. So I'll film a video tomorrow doing a first real drive in the car, enjoying it, and kind of talking about how I feel with the transition to that car. But for now, be sure to like and subscribe for future videos of the Z01, and I'll catch y'all later.